Prudential at the half after this message. Amazing.
Too many people think a spark plug's a spark plug. Well, all spark plugs aren't alike. These AC copper core plugs match my car's specs like rounds in a chamber, firing up to 30 times a second for up to 30,000 miles of high revving firepower.
Precision AC Delco parts. They don't just fit, they match.
Keep your car running the way it was made to run.
Now get up to $780 back on AC filters and plugs. See your retailer for details.
Now at McDonald's, when you buy a fresh tossed salad, you get a free Kraft dressing. Yes, for a limited time with every... Get a 4-ounce to take home. So remember, buy a... Get a... For a limited... and enjoy the...
Good time, great taste of McDonald's.
Rain, 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 beautiful rain. Rain, 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 beautiful rain. Oh, come to me, beautiful rain. Rain, 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 feels so beautiful good. Rain. Rain, 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 come beautiful rain. Oh, come, never come. Oh, come, never come. Oh, come to me, beautiful rain.
CBS Sports presents The Prudential at the half, sponsored by The Prudential, going above and beyond to meet your needs in insurance and other financial services.
Everything goes Detroit's way here in the first half of game one of the finals. They shoot 61%. Off the bench, they get an 18-zip lead on the Lakers. And then Los Angeles also loses one of its stars, James Worthy, for a time. He crashed heavily to the floor on the right hip, suffering a hip pointer, and was able to return later, but to no avail as the Lakers find themselves digging uphill, and the Pistons have really taken a crowd out of this one, haven't they? Welcome to the Prudential at the half, everybody. I'm Brent Musburger. We have another coaching change coming up in the NBA. Yesterday it was Bill Fitch, and today Bob Weiss was ousted as head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, that team's new owner. Red McCombs electing to go with a new coach. It is possible that he will bring Stan Albeck back. Let's switch now to Major League Baseball at Dodger Stadium. A live view from a helicopter. They're getting underway out there against Houston, the battle for the division leadership in the National League West. Meanwhile, Peter Ueberroth has told the owners in Major League Baseball that he will not be returning as commissioner of the game following the 1989 season. He said he will stay on in 1990 only to help the other owners elect a new commissioner to that post. Now the College Baseball World Series. Arizona State has stayed alive. They eliminated Florida rather handily. The final score in that one was 10-1. So Arizona State slugs early in this game to stage a 3-run rally in the first inning. Watch their right fielder, Dan Rumsey, tripling. This scored 2 runs, and they coast home 10-1, and now they get a rematch tomorrow night. They'll take on Wichita State. They will have to beat Wichita State twice to get into the championship round. In the other elimination game tonight, Stanford and Miami, they are in the bottom of the 5th inning, no score in that game. And a reminder that we will bring you the championship game live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. Well, Michael Jordan did not make it to the NBA Finals this year, but he has received any number of awards. The NBA Player of the Year, the Defensive Player of the Year, and today he picked up still another trophy. Here's our James Brown.
Thank you, Brent. With me now is Kevin Wolf, manager of sports marketing for the Miller Brewing Company, to make the presentation to Michael Jordan as this year's Miller Lite CBS Player of the Year. Kevin?
Thank you, James. This year's Miller Lite CBS Player of the Year award, as selected by CBS Sports production staff, goes to Michael Jordan. Michael not only led the league in scoring this season, but was also voted as the league's top defensive player. On behalf of Miller Lite, I'd first of all like to congratulate you for a truly outstanding season, and I would also like to present you with this trophy for being named the Miller Lite CBS Player of the Year. In addition, we would like to present you with a check for $5,000 to be made out in your name to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund. Congratulations on a truly outstanding season.
I'd like to thank Miller Lite and CBS Sports for presenting me with this award. I also like to thank the Chicago Bulls organization, along with the fans and my teammates as well. Without those guys, there's no way I could achieve this award. Thanks a lot.
All right, on behalf of CBS and fans everywhere, congratulations on an outstanding season.
Thanks, James.
Well, Michael now joins us live from WBBM in Chicago. Michael, congratulations on all your honors this year, all justly deserved. Tell me your observation on what the Detroit Pistons have done here in the first half to the champions.
Well, I think Detroit has really got their fast break game going. I think they got everybody involved. Isaiah's playing well. He's running the ball club. They got some great contribution from James Edwards, who I think is a big key for them. If they get that guy coming in contributing off the bench, then I think they're going to make that team a lot better.
All right, Michael, stick around. We have a few more questions for you regarding the future of the Bulls, and also we'll talk about the NBA Finals. We'll come back with Michael Jordan, and we're going to have a little talk about astrology after this message and a word from your local station.
We go above and beyond just like you, above and beyond what we have to do.
I'm a Prudential representative, and I help people review their life insurance needs because I know how much the right life insurance means to me and my family.
You take pride in your life, so do we. Going above and beyond is our policy. The Rock, the Prudential, above and beyond.
Andy Griffith is the alcoholic father, but his son gets drunk, and his daughter takes pills because they're a family who've grown up under the influence. Friday.
This is CBS.
Chicken nuggets. Here's another idea of how most are made. Well, Hardee's has a whole new idea. Hardee's new chicken steaks. Just whole breast meat, lightly breaded and cooked crisp in pure vegetable oil. Because with Hardee's new chicken steaks, we're out to win you over with great taste. Pure and simple.
There, Roger. Z-Force now gaining speed. Diving tower, diving. Regaining altitude. Holding for descending starboard turn. Looking good. I'm in a spin! I'm in a spin! No problem. No problem leveling out. Engaging afterburner on my mark. Now. Oh! Rapid dive to port. Bringing her back home.
New Z-Force. There's nothing like it in the world. Fly it today.
See Sunday's paper for Marriott's 2 for Breakfast weekend special plus 2 for 1 Six Flags tickets.
It's clearance time at your Chrysler Plymouth dealers. And we've got so many cars to choose from, you could shop till you drop. I'm telling you, we've got more Voyagers, more New Yorkers than you could... Oh, gosh, help him up, would you? And Conquest TSI with $1,500 cash back, plus $770 protection on all Chryslers. We promise we won't stop till we drop. See your Chrysler Plymouth dealers now during their Shop Till You Drop clearance.
Primary election returns tonight after the game.
Isaiah Thomas scores 15 points in the opening half, and the Pistons take a 17-point lead. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is 2 of 10 from the floor, and we are live with the player of the year, Michael Jordan, who is back in Chicago at station WBBM. Michael, I remember in your playoff series against the Pistons, there was that one confrontation involving you and Lambier. Talk to me about the physical aspect of the Pistons. How much do they rely on that to get their defense going?
Well, I think it gets themselves going, Brent. They're a very physical team, and sometimes they're very intimidating to certain people. I think with the confrontation that Lambier and I had, it's something that's been building up over the course of the years, and finally I just got some of the frustration off my chest. I think it was at a time where, you know, Detroit was playing us well, and I guess it was a little more of the game frustration at the same time. Hopefully that doesn't happen that much too often in the upcoming years.
Michael, speaking of the Bulls, there's been some talk about Moses Malone, a free agent, signing with your franchise. Would you be compatible with a Malone in the center? Would he work into the Bulls system?
Well, I think he could. You know, everyone says Moses is getting old. I think Moses still want to win, and he feels if we can get Moses, I'm just talking if we could. If he comes to Chicago, I think he feels that we're a young team that he can really make some contributions to. And if it works out that way, then I'm looking forward to it. But if it doesn't, then we have to look other ways.
Michael, when they put out that all-points bulletin for you after you won the MVP award, I know you were on a golf course somewhere in North Carolina. How's your game coming along?
I'd much rather be playing basketball right now, but my game is coming around. I'm still working on some weaknesses and whatever. I'm having a good time. It's relaxation for me, and it helps my mental aspect a whole lot. But I much.
I should tell people, Michael, that you truly are very serious. You're about a 5 handicapper. And wouldn't you like to go on the seniors tour some way down the line? I'm not trying to retire you tonight, but isn't that a future goal?
Yeah, I think that's a challenge for me. A lot of people say I can't do it, and I think that just makes it even more a challenge for me. But I still want to be right there where those guys are right now, playing for the World Championship.
All right, Michael, thank you very much for being with us. Well, we have heard from all the experts on what they think about who's going to win this series, but we decided to check in with your local neighborhood astrologers and see who they like to win this NBA final. This could be the redawning of the age of Aquarius. And in the NBA, some say birthdays and ruling planets are a player's most vital statistics.
At center, Will Lambier. He's a Taurus. His ruling planet is Venus. He's independent and innovative.
And what about Pat Riley? Well, the word behind the curtain is that his moon is unfavorable.
Thank God. I hope it's in the worst possible position.
Well, I better keep my pants up then, shouldn't I?
At the end of it all, Pat Riley will be sighing a sigh of relief.
On the Lakers, in general, I would have to say that they're just not operating full scope. That's all.
Have fun. Have fun predicting. It's a different story when you hit the hardwood.
The Lakers think they've got everything under control. Well, they're going to see Detroit's going to come in there and just myrtleize them.
I like Madame Cleo. She's a very knowledgeable woman.
I wonder if Madame Cleo can handicap football games for us. Thank you for joining us for the Prudential at the Half. Dick Stockton and Billy Cunningham will be coming along when we continue in just a moment.
I'm Dan Rather. After the Russians jumped off to an early lead in space exploration, the president, in his State of the Union address, committed the nation to landing a man on the moon before the end of the decade. American scientists and engineers rallied to his call. 6 months before the deadline, on July 20th, 1969, the American astronaut Neil Armstrong took this first giant step for mankind on the surface of the moon. But the young man whose dream it was would not live to see the day. He was our 35th president, John F. Kennedy.
Sparkling, shimmering, Windex. Streak-free, Ammonia D. Only Windex.
They're here.
Shining brilliantly. Windex. Depend on it.
Little things mean a lot. That's why just one number gets you reservations at any Sheraton in the U.S. or 63 countries worldwide.
This is where you can call with AT&T. And this is where you can call with the worldwide network of U.S. Sprint. All the same places you can dial direct with AT&T, but with one major difference. You'll get the best overall savings no matter where in the world you call. So call Sprint now, because even though we go where AT&T goes, our rates are still worlds apart.
Indiana controlling the boards. That's what you have to do to stop this team.
Oh, there's
a great play.
Lambier, a sensational play. Forecourt Isaiah, bounce pass to Sally. He threw an alley-oop off a bounce pass.
Rebound is off the mini field. There goes Mullen. The pass is long. Great wraparound bounce pass. Score.
Jackson with the ball.
Oh, Jim. NBA action. It's fantastic.
CBS Sports coverage of the 1988 NBA Finals is sponsored by the full line of import cars and trucks available at your Chrysler, Plymouth, and Dodge dealers. Seagram's Coolers. And by the U.S. Army, where you get an edge on life. Be all you can be.
A stunning first half. The Pistons lead the champion Lakers 57-40. And if you walk around this crowd, most of the people say, well, it's the Lakers not hitting the shots. We don't think it's Detroit's defense. That's the way it was in the last series with the Boston Celtics. Well, Pat O'Brien had a chance to corral Pat Riley to get his thoughts on the view of the first half.
What did you tell your team? What do you have to do to get back on track here, Coach?
Well, you know, we got to shoot the ball better. I thought we had a lot of good shots, but I also think that we didn't show much patience. But still 24 minutes. There's a lot of basketball to be played, and we have to play our game. That's it.
With Worthy gone for that few minutes, did that take you out of sync a little bit?
No, I don't think so. I think Detroit played extremely well. They did the things they want to do on offense, and, you know, we just got to play harder, and we got to attack, and we're not doing that.
You worried?
No. Well, but, you know, you're down 17 points, and having them score 6 points in the last 3 seconds, it's a little bit of a crusher, but we'll come back strong.
All right, thanks for stopping.
Think Pat's worried a little?
Absolutely he is, and I think that he says their offense, but I believe that they have to pick it up defensively because they were not